Day 4 of Browns training camp, Mary Kay, and really now it's time to talk about Baker Mayfield a little, because I think he had his best day. Showed a lot of patience in the pocket, showed off his arm a little bit, showed off his accuracy. This was probably Baker Mayfield's best day of camp so far, at least I thought.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and the thing that stands out to me, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's thrown an interception yet in this camp.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, and that's pretty remarkable for a rookie. The other thing is, I got an opportunity to talk to Tim Couch a little bit, the former Browns. The last time the Browns picked a quarterback #1 overall. I talked to him today a little bit about Baker Mayfield. He stood out here watching practice, and he was really impressed. Pointed out again that they both came out of that air raid type of an offense, and he just said the way that he's moving, picking things up at this point is very, very impressive. So that was good. Hugh Jackson had high praise for Baker Mayfield today. So, it really looks like there was a method to their madness in taking him #1 overall.
And he's also, been allowed to look good behind Tyrod Taylor, who, he has thrown some interceptions, but he also, I thought, had a pretty good day today too. Hit some passes down the field. So both guys pretty sharp. Now, one guy who was not sharp, unfortunately, David Njoku, got a case of the drops today. Hugh Jackson said afterwards, you just got to keep working at it and keep practicing.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes you just have a day like that where you just can't get things to go right for you. Coleman was a little bit like that yesterday. Today, it was David Njoku's day. He had what I saw were about 4 drops today. The key for him is to come back strong after this, to let it be a learning experience for him, and to put it behind him, and to really go forward from here, because this was not a good day for him at all.
Now, somebody who did have a good day was Coleman, which is important because Coleman is coming off of a rough couple of days. So he had a very good day today. Those drops from the last couple days, gone, played really well, looked like a guy who should be a starting receiver. It's just one day, but it's a good sign of progress.
Again, that's what's important, to come back from a day like that, to rebound from it. And the important thing, when I asked Hugh Jackson about that today, is he said today was the day that Coleman was supposed to rest his hamstrings. He has soft tissue issues. And he said, no, I want to get out there and play. And he really came back and rebounded well from yesterday.
Little sense of urgency there from Corey. A couple other receivers that had good days today. Rashard Higgins, who has just had a really good camp overall, and Damian Ratley, a late round draft pick, showed up, made some catches, and that was good to see.
Yeah, well, Damian Ratley suffered a little bit of a hip injury early in camp. He's back from that, and he's out there making an impact. So I think he's got a good chance of making this team. And then you said Rashard Higgins. Rashard Higgins and Baker Mayfield have worked a ton together, and you can see that they have really good chemistry. Not just here have they worked together, but in these off-season workouts that Tyrod Taylor, I came to find out, actually paid for a lot of these guys to go to. So read that story on cleveland.com. But Rashard was talking about that today, about how he and Baker have developed this great chemistry, and it was on display today.
Probably the best practice of the day for the Browns. You can read that story that Mary Kay Cabot just promoted, and also see all of our coverage from Day 4 of training camp at cleveland.com/Browns.